So, I guess we're in. Hello friends and welcome to Let's Play Dracula Origin. I'm your host, MagicManMo. And I think we want to do a new game. Welcome to One Moment, a series where I play a game for an extra long period of time, usually about roughly an hour. A new game? Yes. I'm going to play this game for roughly an hour. If you guys decide you want to see more of it, you have to hit that like button and let me know down below in the comments, and I'll play more. And if not, then I'll move on with my life. Let's play Dracula Origin. Yes. I think it's a point-and-click adventure. I think. I'm pretty sure. It's an older one. Came out on Steam in 2008, I think, is what the Steam page said. I don't know when this came out before that.
Which can be fatal to them. There are very few ways in which to conquer a vampire. However, various legends and reference books about these creatures of the night, as well as my own experiments, have affirmed the following. Firstly, vampires detest the smell of garlic. This preventative measure, used in a good number of regions subject to the depredation of these creatures, is omnipresent in the folklore of these aforementioned
You speak quick and
regions.
fancy.
Secondly, vampires cannot endure the fact that they cannot see their reflection in a mirror. This optical effect, which I feel confident I can witness, strikes them like a club with the vacuity and aberrance of their existence. Thirdly, some storytellers mention an irrational fear of running water, as well as a specific vulnerability to silver bullets.
That's werewolves.
I have not been able to test and validate these theses. In fact, during the half a lifetime that I have dedicated to the research and annihilation of these creatures, I have only had as true recourse 3 weapons which have proven decisive. The
Crucifix, a stake.
Brandished with conviction, it fights off
Something
these
else?
creatures and prevents for a moment all attacks from them.
Holy water.
Next, holy water. It serves to inflict wounds on the creature because it burns its flesh like acid. Lastly, a wooden stake is the final instrument of destruction. After having discovered the sanctuary of the enemy, one must profit from its damned slumber in order to strike with the greatest force.
Does it have to
into
be
the
wooden,
beating heart
though?
of-
Can it be any sharp thing?
It's me. It's Maria.
Oh, Maria.
Professor, there's a letter here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
But please don't come in. My pants are off.
Can I get you anything, Professor? Something to eat, perhaps?
Yes,
What?
a leg of
No,
mutton,
no,
please.
thank you, Maria.
But Professor, it's been 4 days now that you haven't been outside, is it?
Maria, I am trying to work. Leave me.
His voice never changes. He speaks with the exact same dull, Maria, I am going to be very cross with you. Why does that skeleton have a top hat on in the background? Okay, sure. I'm going to read this standing up and not sit down.
My friend, how can I allow you to leave? And what will become of you? I should
Take a
have
breath,
been in your
man.
place in this cursed castle and being destroyed by the one whom I have chased for years. You've had Mina. Poor thing. What grief I will cause when I shall tell her the news. There isn't a moment to lose. We must inform Mina.
You're
She's
straight up
in
just
great
talking to yourself. There's no one in this room. Unless it's supposed to be talking to me. So I'm getting a lot of like Sherlock Holmes vibes off this. That one Sherlock Holmes nemesis that I played in another One Moment. I'm getting vibes of that from this for sure. Letter from J. Harker. So that must have been what we picked up. Dear Professor, it's a strange manner in which to commence a letter, but I hope that you shall never have to read these words. For if that is the case, it is because of a grievous destiny, worse even than death, perhaps, has put an end to my existence. Know that at the time in which I write these lines, I find myself at the very heart of evil, in one of the rooms of Count Dracula's castle. This missive will take many weeks to reach you, more time than my return trip to London, which I will make if I am able to carry through my terrible task. This letter would thus have no relevance. Hence, if you are reading this, pray for my soul. Finding the beast's lair was no simple task. The Count's subordinates are everywhere east of Vienna, and they maintain a veil of secrecy and terror regarding the very existence of our enemy. With force, persuasion, threats, and silver pieces, I managed to find the approximate location of the Count's grounds. During my trip to this accursed place, chance placed a young scholar, whose team had been attacked by bandits, in my path. Grave wounds had forced him to take rest at an inn before he could resume his journey. to Count Dracula's dwelling, no less, where he was supposed to take inventory of the library. I appropriated the young man's letter of introduction and extracted from him the necessary pieces of information to get to the castle. I arrived on the night of the second day at an immense fortress seeping with death and corruption, where the origin of the evil that we're fighting is found. My first meeting with the Count left in me a memory that will haunt me to the end of my days. How to imagine such nobility, charm, and benevolence in the behaviors of a man who only by his icy, demented look betrays his true nature. I was just as subjugated by his elegance as his intelligence. Upon my nocturnal arrival, God, it's like we're reading the actual book Dracula. Who wrote Dracula? I'm blanking out. Who wrote that? I don't remember. Upon my nocturnal arrival, we discussed at length my alleged library experience. He immediately noted my accent and asked questions that were both precise and direct. I was the mouse attempting to answer to the cat, and despite myself, I gave away my identity as well as my London heritage. He seemed to read into each of my answers, and it was the devil of a task to mutter an explanation of my presence here as a delegate from a large Viennese library. He then interrogated me regarding London and England and seemed genuinely impassioned to hear about life in our capital. I then had the misfortune of mentioning Mina, my dear betrothed, while recalling an afternoon spent boating. The Count pressed me, in an almost impertinent manner, to show me a photograph of her. I complied, and was then struck with an infinite terror by the Count's rapacious and carnivorous gaze as he examined the face of my loved one, grasped between his hands. I feigned a very believable fatigue and isolated myself in my quarters. Sleep did not find me that night or any of the following nights. Terrifying abnormal noises mixed with the howling of the wolves that swarmed the region. The Count has been absent for 3 days, but his abominable servant assures me he is to return tonight. I will wait no longer to spring into action. This immense place oppresses me, and it seems that the shadows themselves are alive, observing me and tormenting me with their laughter. I miss Mina so much. What I wouldn't give to be by her side. I don't dare write her. She wouldn't understand the dangers that my mission involves. Assure Mina once again of my complete devotion to her, and, if you receive this letter, ensure that she knows my last thoughts were of her. Your student and friend, Jonathan Harker. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. If you've read the book Dracula, some of this sounds very familiar to you. How do I leave this situation? Can I go to my items? Oh, I've got some matches and a crucifix. I can look at dialogues. This is my document. These are my reports. Escape button? Oh, I now have news times. Thursday, September 8th, 1898. Where did this come from? News times! Domestic drama! A sad and bloody business took place yesterday on the first floor of a small residential building located next to the New Kent station. From interviews with the neighbors, young Garrett Melford first killed his young wife, Magdalene, in a fit of jealousy before dying himself. The young married couple had moved in only 2 months ago, and Mr. Melford was employed as foreman at Grimble and Bumsby Cement Works. Various testimony confirms that early in the evening, in the absence of her husband, Mrs. Melford admitted an elegant man dressed in black into their flat. Yeah, which might have been Dracula. He might have eaten them. That probably happened. Shortly thereafter, Mr. Melford returned to the domicile after a long day of work. As soon as he entered the flat, an eerie and colossal black bird flew out of one of the windows in the direction of National Gallery. A cry could be heard, as well as the sounds of a struggle, and finally a gunshot. After an alarming silence, some of the neighbors entered into the flat, only to find Mrs. Melford stretched out lifelessly on the bed, with a bleeding wound to the neck. Mr. Melford was sitting on a chair, his skull agape, and a still-smoking pistol at his feet. A small crowd gathered around the place, which most certainly allowed the third player in this drama the opportunity to abscond. Upon the arrival of the police, they concluded that it was a murder of passion, followed by a suicide, even though the exact unfolding of the events as well as the identity of the lady's nocturnal visitor are still unknown. Notes: the testimonials taken at the crime scene are very troubling, particularly in regard to this eerie and colossal black bird. See last Tuesday's edition for our report on an equally unnerving event. Yeah, the bird was Dracula. The man shows up to his home. His wife's dead, and then maybe he commits suicide, because I don't think he got murdered. But of course now he's going to be blamed for murdering his wife, and that's not true. And that's unfortunate, and that's
Professor.
sad.
I am pleased to
I'm
see
already
you.
in.
Please excuse the disorder in my attire, but I haven't had the strength to attend to the housekeeping this morning.
You look fine. You're in a dress, god dang it. That's already more effort than I was going to put in. Look at me. I'm in a Hawaiian shirt, and I'm in the same Hawaiian shirt and hat that I've been in all month. I think you're doing fine. What's going on here?
But what is going on, Mina? And where is your servant?
Jenny is absent. She is with her sister. My God, I am at a loss for words. We found her poor
And yet you
sister
found a few.
yesterday, dead. An atrocious crime. Today's newspapers gives the heinous details.
Oh, was that your...
Police came
was
here
Jenny's
to break
sister?
the news to Jenny. She was shocked and had to go to the police station to identify her sister. What a tragedy. She was my junior by 3 years and now she's dead. But what a paltry hostess I am. To what pleasure do I owe your visit? Have you received news of Jonathan?
Oh yeah, he dead.
Not at the moment.
Ooh, I'm
I
lying.
came to see if all was well. Jonathan repeatedly insisted I take care of you. I reckoned. Could I take you for a stroll in the park, perhaps?
Nothing would give me greater pleasure. I must alter my thoughts. Give me a few moments in order to ready myself.
Wait, who are we? Do we have a name? I wasn't...
I did not
Have I
the
forgotten?
courage to break the sad news to her.
I noticed you lied
But
to
it
her.
must be done sooner or later. What could have happened to this poor young girl? Mina told me that it was mentioned in the papers.
It was, and I already read it. I'm way ahead of you. So what's this thing? What is this? Why does it have a skull? What does it mean? What if I hit escape again? We don't want that. I want to resume. How do I get to my inventory? Of course it is. So have I gotten a new report or a new document about? I've got the dialogue now, so now I can read that. If I ever needed to, I don't need to. We just witnessed that, so we're okay. Can I wander around and? Oh, is this a newspaper? This is not the same newspaper that we read, but it's from the same day. This is from the Courier instead of the New Times. The bloodless corpse of a chambermaid found near the banks of the Thames. 2 young youths residing near the Cursed Mermaid pub, located near the warehouses at Southwark Bridge, made a macabre discovery yesterday while they were playing in a lane. The pale, bloodless corpse of a young Carlotta Perry, 23, was lying behind a stack of wooden crates. The woman was fully clothed, and based on the first official report, her death is due to precise incisions to the neck, which caused her blood to drain. A curious point is the almost complete absence of blood on the ground near the corpse. On the other hand, a few local trollops seemed to be led directly towards a wall located on the banks of the Thames, and the proprietor, who has been assisting the police in their investigations, confirms having seen them continue to the roof in the same direction. That is towards the Tate Art Gallery. The precise circumstances and, more important, the motivations of such a barbaric act are still unknown. The victim, an exemplary servant, had an excellent reputation and led a life without incident. So again,
Vampires possess numerous powers, such as uncommon physical capabilities and the ability to transform into bats.
Am I Van Helsing? That's gotta be who I am. I've gotta be Van Helsing.
Beautiful roses.
It's the only thing that makes sense. I don't think it's been explicitly stated, but I've gotta be Van Helsing. That's the only thing I could possibly be, right? I'm just looking for things that I can click on. Ooh, there's a thing here. Is this another newspaper?
This pile of newspapers must have belonged to Harker. He kept them to help him in his hunt. Perhaps I will find the article to which the News Times made reference today. No, it is not that. Try again.
Well, yeah, well, because it was the 8th of some... Oh, is this written... This is written day, month, year. Okay, perfect. So this is the 8th... It was an 8th, wasn't it?
Useless.
I'll just click on all of them.
Nothing of interest.
Oh, because I don't know what reference...
No, it is not that. Useless.
Daily Big Mirror. Can you get that out of my way, please? Thank you.
These articles surely contain some clues which will permit me to discover where the perpetrator of these wrongdoings has taken refuge.
Oh, you think so? The News Times, a faithful parishioner escapes the claws of a demon. A faithful parishioner escapes the claws of a demon last night. A prudent and devout young lady, Miss Ethel Basingstroke, sure, that's the name, narrowly escaped the assaults of lunatic, not a lunatic. She escaped the assaults of lunacy, or rather a demon from hell in her own words. Miss Basingstroke, 21, who is to be married next month, was exiting St. George's Church where she mends clothing for the poor, when she was assailed by a satyr dressed in black with flaming red eyes. We learned what satyr means in the 11th hour. Yeah, you should check that series out. I did a full playthrough of that thing. and possessing the strength of 10 men. Miss Basingstoke explained that the man forced her to cleave herself to him, crushing her to the point of suffocation, his titanic strength rendering all resistance futile. Her last act before such a dishonorable death, she said, was to bring her hand up to her cross hanging from her necklace and to say a prayer. The man became furious and screamed the words in an infernal language, and his intended victim sank to the ground. Before fainting, Miss Basingstoke swears to have seen her assailant change into a winged demon who escaped with an uproar in the direction of Victoria Station. So she grabbed her crucifix, and he turned into a bird and flew off. Makes sense. Sounds about right. She saved herself, just narrowly.
It is a photograph of Harker. Mina is very much in love with him.
Yeah, poor old Harker. Yeah, you're still dead. I don't think there's anything I can do with that photo, at least not right now. So I can go through one of these doors, maybe. Let's go check this one out.
I have no interest in going.
Well, maybe I have an interest in going that way, Von Helsing.
It seems that I have not inspected everything.
Are you sure? What have I missed? This candlestick? It was Mrs. Peacock in the lounge with the candlestick. Oh, there is something here. The
Beautiful
curtains?
roses.
Oh, it's the roses again. Beautiful roses. Do I need to look at the roses? I think I've inspected everything. Oh god, there's another part of the room. Well, I didn't know that. You're gonna have to forgive me for my ignorance.
Harker's map of London.
Oh.
Quite detailed.
Fancy
I am
too,
missing
holy cow.
certain pieces of information.
Am I? This is the Victoria Theatre. We knew he flew off to there at one point in time. Oh, how complex is this actually gonna be? What is this thing? Oh, that's how I get out.
I am missing certain...
Can I, use these on the map? I don't think so. There's this thing. This has a little thing, Waterloo Bridge. I might use this map to teleport. What is this? I can pick it up and move it. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Is there anything else I can do? Anything else I can pick up? We've inspected the map. Is that what you want me to do, though, is figure out where to go on the map? Can we look at the beautiful roses? It is a pretty vase of roses. I like the chandelier. Can we look at the chandelier and mention how beautiful the chandelier is? I feel like we're giving the chandelier the cold shoulder, and it deserves some love. Now can I wander?
It seems that...
Oh, there's another... I guess there's another newspaper here that I could have read. A bloody settling of scores between prostitutes. Yesterday evening, shortly after 10 p.m., the lifeless corpse of the lovely Sarah McAllister, 19, was found lying under a porte-cochere at the intersection of Tottenham Court and Euston Road. She is undoubtedly the last victim of the frequent brawls between prostitutes who back down at nothing to defend a more lucrative workplace or to displace a rival whose physique is more in demand. According to a number of her workmates who preferred to remain anonymous, the beautiful Sarah didn't have time to get down to business on her first night before her career was, I like the quotes, was finished for good. The local constabulary, ordinarily of a slothfulness without equal, but for their inefficiency in solving this type of case, nonetheless have built a strong case which will permit them, as is the case once per century, to rapidly arrest the person responsible for this crime. In fact, the death of the young apprentice is due to 2 thrusts of very small pointed weapon to the neck. A police squadron passed a good part of the night shaking down all of the ladies of the night who have styled their hair in a bun with the aid of a knitting needle. One of them, Maria Cole, 39, also known under the aliases Janet the Parrot, Mother Goose, Mammy Bloomers, and Debbie of Epsom, is under particular scrutiny by the investigators. Her booth faced that of the beautiful Sarah, and all they could get from her were drunken mutterings regarding a stranger who, after quickly finishing with the girl, jumped in a single bound onto the roof of the neighboring house before fleeing in a straight line towards St. George's Cathedral. I'd wager that this parrot should find another tune to sing if she wants to convince the authorities of her innocence. I'm a little sad that this person's completely making fun of this person, but the cathedral is probably where we need to be off
Damnation. This cannot be a coincidence. Harker's letter spoke of his host's interest in London. I must get to the bottom of this.
to. Okay, was that the last thing that I had to check out?
It seems that I have not...
I think you have.
I have not...
I've not inspected everything, so now can I go back to the mirror? Maybe?
These articles surely contain
Yes!
some clues which will permit me to discover where the perpetrator of these wrongdoings has taken refuge.
So, can I pick up this? The Tate. Oh god. Oh, well, where's Victoria? There's the Victoria Theater. There's St. George's Cathedral. The Tate. What is this thing? Oh, it's an eraser. Okay, I'm trying to erase this guy, this little blob of nothing. Give me the pen. Give me the marker. Okay, so trying to connect the dots. The Victoria Theater actually isn't like a thing. Godalming Manor though is definitely a thing, so I bet we need to go to the Godalming Manor. How do I... Ah! I can't click on the things that I want to click on. There we go. Oh, what else? What else was... Waterloo, South Black... I'm not sure what they actually want me to piece together with all this. I don't know what they actually want me to do with this pen. Can I get rid of it? Thank you. Let's actually erase the Victoria Theater part. I don't know how to erase this little guy. Come on, come on. I cannot erase. There we go. How about that little dot? Oh, not the big guy. This little dot here. There, I think I got... No, I didn't get it. The newspaper seemed to insinuate... Do I have to get them in a specific order? Because that sounds like a real right pain in the arse, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so the earliest newspaper is the September 6th one. And this one, we go from St. George's Church to Victoria Station. Okay, so, hang on. I instantly... St. George's Church. Where's St. George's Church? So that's the earliest. So we need to actually piece together... I'm probably gonna, like, miss it. But we need to piece together the route that Dracula seems to be taking. Victoria Station? So we got St. George's Cathedral. So he goes from there... Come on. I don't have my pen, that's why. Like, I can't do it. St. George's Cathedral, and he heads towards Victoria Station. Now, we don't technically know that he makes it to Victoria Station, but he heads in that direction. Oh, this all makes sense now. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So that's the earliest one. I don't think it matters actually the order. Let me start up at the big mirror one. This one, it was the corner of Tottenham Court and Euston Road. Do we know where they head to? Wait. Scroll down. St. George's Cathedral. So that heads towards St. George's Cathedral. So Euston Road and Tottenham is here.
Here is the spot where McAllister was found lying under a porte-cochere.
Thank you for telling me that. And you headed towards St. Cathedral.
And that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape.
He wasn't talking to me before, so this is great. Okay, so that's the thing. Now, we did this one. Now, this one was... Where did you go? Tate Art Gallery. All right, you're one page. I need two locations, though. Hang on. The plans of the corner should be found near the banks of the Thames, near the Cursed Mermaid Pub. Located near the warehouse of Southwark Bridge, made a macabre discovery. So the Cursed Mermaid to Tate. So this is Tate. Is there a... There's the Southwark Bridge. That's probably good enough for
That's
me.
where the corpse of Jenny's young sister was discovered. And that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape.
Yes. And we also have this one, which was located next to the New Kent Road Station. In the direction of the National Gallery. So we need New Kent Road Station. New Kent Road Station. Where's that at? There's the National Gallery. There it is. New Kent Station. New Kent
Here
Road.
is the Melfords building. And that's the direction which the aggressor took to escape.
So I think that's all the things that we have. Except it didn't give me... Did I do this one right? She was exiting St. George's Church. Victoria Station. St. George's Cathedral to Victoria Station. Let me erase that, just because he didn't talk to me when I did that. Is there a difference between St. John? Oh, St. George's Church is over there. Ah, it's not a cathedral, it's the church. That's why he wasn't talking to me. God darn it.
Here is the place where this young religious woman was attacked by this demon. And that's the direction
Yes!
the aggressor took to escape.
So that should be all the things, right? Except for this, like... No, not the big one. I want to get rid of that little one.
Here is the place where this young religious woman, and that's the direction.
So basically,
the
we've
aggressor took to
triangulated his
escape.
position to here.
All of these paths
Yes!
cross at a point. Godalming Manor. Next
I
to
should have known that's what it
Bloomsbury
would be if you've read the book.
I must get there as soon as possible while it is still day. The park and Mina will wait.
Oh my gosh, I was really struggling to figure out what it was I was supposed to do there, but I got there in the end. The link between the recent attacks in London. It seems that all of the ways that the assassin took to escape after each attack cross at one point Godalming Manor, next to Bloomsbury Cemetery. Without a doubt, the demon must have a lair. I must find it and destroy it if I can. The hour of confrontation approaches! Okay. Let's do it.
Dear child, I had forgotten some urgent business that calls me elsewhere in London.
We aren't going to the park.
It is only postponed for the time being. But I would like you to do something for me. Could you please find me a dozen bulbs of garlic from one of the markets? Bring them here and hang them near the windows.
Near the windows?
Ah, yes. I do not have the time to explain it to you, but you must do this for me. And if a stranger comes to see you and claims to be here on my behalf, or that of Jonathan, do not, under any circumstance, let them in.
You are alarming me, Professor. Should I be worried?
No, it is not.
Yes, you really
At
should
least,
be.
I think not. All will be well. I shall return this evening, and we shall dine together.
We will
If
dine together
I am
or
still alive.
die together. Oh, if I'm still alive. Should I be concerned? No, but when I come back, we'll dine together. You know, if I'm not dead by then. I think you should be worried, Mina. Mina, you should be very worried. All right, but now at least we've gotten this far. We're at the cemetery. Can I go this way?
Bloomsbury Cemetery. Rather unappealing.
Well, you know, it's a cemetery. Oh, are we actually going to go that way? Should I have gone inside the mausoleum? Ooh, rest in peace. What is this?
Flies are enormous and rather aggressive. They are unusual specimens.
Should I be worried about that? There's a locked door over here. I think we're going to be wandering around the cemetery looking for things.
Closed.
Closed. Can we actually go back out here to the beginning area and actually check out that mausoleum thing? Is there anything else on the ground that I should be looking for, though? I don't think so. Oh, did I? Oh, I can look at the thing.
Godalming Manor.
This is the manor. Can I go inside the manor? I bet the manor is locked.
Godalming Manor.
It
How
is
can I
not.
be of service?
Hello.
Oh,
I am Professor Ernesto Slavokopit from the Agricultural University of New Hampstead.
is that true?
Connected to the Center for Cheese Proficiency. I have just retired and have been looking in London for a quiet new residence.
None of
that
this is
large
true.
enough to shelter my expansive research materials. Now your dwelling, or rather that of your employer, corresponds exactly with what I am looking for. Will you announce me so that he and I can discuss a potential offer?
The master ID, and he told me.
He told you what?
What?
Your master, what did he tell you? Certainly to welcome visitors with politeness during his absence and allow them to wait in the lounge. Isn't that correct?
Probably
the master
not.
told me to crush the big flies that buzz about here and bother his sleep. He even told me I could eat him if I wanted to.
Bother
What?
his sleep. Interesting. I must find a way to enter this location.
Yeah.
Godalming Manor.
Okay, so that was a dialogue that we unlocked. Can I actually wander over this way? Because the camera might change. Just thought I would
I
check.
have no interest.
Okay. Oh, maybe. Oh, I think my cursor might change if I can go like down a road or something. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like it will. So now I feel comfortable with searching around the cemetery. What does this say? Can I read this? Actually,
Bloomsbury Cemetery. Rather unappealing.
because I feel like that word, that one right there says leave. I'm not sure if that's true though. Because right here it says like exit to Mori Requi. I have no idea what any of that says. Okay, well, let's continue exploring. Should we go back further this way? Or should we go into the foreground? Because I can do both. I think we need a key to get in this shed, and we also need to convince that guy to come out here and crush these flies. Oh. Hey there! Who are you? And can I search your bag? There's some, like, alcohol here.
2 bottles of wine. Empty. I doubt if the Undertaker can offer me much help.
Like, what's he doing right now? Or did you lose something? Because you... Like, what's going on here? You raiding this place? Searching for
Hello,
loot?
man. I would appreciate some information on the house next to your beautiful...
Oh, got me no time to natter like an old lady, mister.
You got plenty of time.
Got me a tomb to dig, and take my word for it, take no piece of cake.
You are digging a tomb. Wouldn't one use an ordinary shovel for this kind of labor?
Oh, right you are, mister, but mine is in the tool shed, and the combination lock is busted. Impossible to open the confounded door. I'm almost done anyhow.
You're not even close to done to digging a 6-foot deep grave. It'd be easier to break the lock. Way easier.
Have you worked here long, sir?
Long's my name. Oh, I've been slogging away here for a wee bit. I used to work in tarring, you know. Oh, and I've bartended a wee bit too. But now I got me the best of both. I'm dirty from morning till night, and the clients never complain about the service.
You, sir, have an issue or two you need to work through.
And you do not know the combination of this lock?
Well, you know, as it happens, it'd be the boss who put it on, see? It's stronger than the old one, on accounts of the blighters who lurk around the cemetery at night this past while. He told me the combo, but,
Let me guess. You forgot it.
Mister now.
I hope it's
I'd
1, 2,
be
3,
a
4.
grave digger, me, not a pen pusher. Have to wait till the boss gets back to open it. That's all. I use my mitts while I wait.
If you would happen to remember some of the numbers, I could perhaps try to open it. All combinations have their logic, generally.
Oh, ain't likely, mister. I can't remember a thing. Oh, wait. He said that
Oh.
if I drew a blank, it would help to think of the ages of J.B. Lemon and his wife, marked on their mausoleum now. A real joker, the boss.
And where is this mausoleum located?
Near the north stairs, cross from the entrance, yeah. I ain't been to see, 'cause, well, I got me better things to do, I do. It don't matter, 'cause, well, I figure, oh, well, if you think, yeah. Hey, now, he also said to flip the numbers I'd find.
Ah!
So, like, a 6 makes 9, upside down. Whatever.
Okay, there's not a lot of numbers that would matter for. I guess 8 would be an 8 upside down. 5 might become a 2. Does that work that way? I'm gonna say goodbye.
To your work then.
Right then, Gov.
I need to find the grave to this J.B. Lemon fellow. Can I pick this up? Can I borrow this? Are you gonna yell at me?
Useful. I am taking it.
I'm taking this thing. Can I take your bag? Can I rob you? Can I just take all your stuff? That would be useful. I think it'd be useful. So I can't go down. Can I go up this way? I think I can. Okay. So if we find Lemon and learn the dates of him and his wife, I mean the ages of them when they died.
This must have been a military or a sword collector.
Right you are, Gov.
It is a martyred angel.
Yeah. Spooky grave. People had spooky graves back in the day. Spooky graves. They still do. Graves are spooky. It's October. It's Halloweeny. It's spooky. I mean, you don't get much spookier than this angel weeping over this one, but
There
whatever.
is a martyred angel. That one there seems to have suffered particularly.
How expensive must these have been? Oh, I don't want to go back the way again. I'll go back this way. Okay, anything else to look at? No? Okay. I'm gonna keep wandering around until I find Lemon. I'm gonna find Lemon Grab's grave. Unacceptable! That's my best lemon grab. It's not my best lemon grab. I could try a little harder. I can go, what is this area down here? Should I go down it? It's scary looking. I'm gonna keep wandering around. He said it was by the north stair, so actually that might be it. That actually might be it if this is the north stair, or whatever that means.
Lovely flowers. They seem to resemble those that I saw at Mina's, but these seem to come from wild rose bushes.
What beautiful roses. Okay, nothing else to look at here. I wonder if that's just flavor, or if that should be important to know. Like, should I be paying attention to the appearance of roses for some reason? I can't imagine why, but
The same roses as a moment ago.
I assume the caretaker puts them there,
It is
maybe.
a martyred angel.
What? You keep mentioning
This
martyred?
cemetery encloses some fairly imposing mausoleums. Real houses.
I'm starting to suspect maybe the word martyr or martyred is going to be, oh, there's some black birds floating up here. You think some of them might be Dracula? But I'm wondering if the word martyred is going to be important at some point. Okay, well, this goes in a full circle, which I kind of expected to be the case, so I'm not surprised, and I do think I need to go down here, and Lemon's probably going to be down here somewhere. Can I go inside this thing? I doubt it. What are we looking at? Do I need to get a crowbar or some, like, giant chain cutters or something? I don't know why I can look at that. These guys are spooky.
Rather sinister, this mausoleum.
It really is.
With its two monks at the entrance.
What kind of monks?
Rather sinister.
Yeah. Are one of you Lemon?
There is a martyred angel. That one there seems to have suffered particularly.
More about these murdered angels. God dang it, you never shut up about them martyred angels. I'm starting to be worried that they're gonna, like, come to life and get me. Is this a different stairs? Is this a different stairs? Is this a different part of the cemetery? Oh! No, this was a path? Okay, I didn't know there was a path here. But good to know. Let's wander down here. And hopefully... Oh, I can't. I can go... Okay, this was the thing that we looked at. I didn't see anything about a lemon, though. where's Lemon's like grave or whatever, and how do I look it up?
Rather. This grate seems quite solid.
Do you think one of these won't be? Like if one of the bars was loose? Is this game gonna be that esoteric? I doubt it, right? What items do I have a scraper and a crucifix and some matches. Do I need to use the scraper on something? I did pick it up, so like if I can scrape away like the date.
Rather sinister.
Actually, how do I use it if I wanted to use it? I actually don't know, but maybe we'll figure that out. Because maybe if there's like something like covering someone's grave, I could like scrape it away or something. This kind of looks like it's standing out. I don't know. Oh, can we look at this?
The mausoleum of...
There we go, JB Lemon. I didn't see that the first time around. We need the scraper, don't we? Yes. Oh, I have to actually scrape it. Okay. All right. All right, so that's John Lemon. So he's 1703 to 1772. In year 1722 to 1790. What was your name? Susie? Susie Lemon? John Bruce Lemon? Bruce is Susie Lemon. All right, so their ages, but then like flipped. Should I like write this down? Sorry, I had to lean. So like, so 1703 to 1772 would make you 69 years old, and then Susan would be 22 to 90, which would make you 68. Yes. So I've got 69 and 68, and if it's in that order, if I flip that upside down, that would be 89, 69? Let's give that a shot, all right. Okay, put that down, thank you. So if we make our way back to the shed,
closed.
Yes, but can we look at it?
Closed.
What if I told you I have the combination? Like, dude, I want you to... I know it's closed, but you can open it. I believe in you.
Closed.
Maybe I need to scrape away more so that like he would acknowledge that I could see it. Oopsie, that's not what I wanted. Ooh, I went the wrong friggin' way because I did.
The mausoleum of...
Yeah. So if I keep scraping away... It's not a lot more for me to scrape. Come on, Van Helsing, you have to... There it is!
I can read the inscription like that. Let's see.
Okay, that's what I need to do. It's like, believe me, Van Helsing, I can read it. I can see it. On the two mentioned by along, the dates and the names are John Bruce Lemon, but we already know all that because I'm a smart boy. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it. Sometimes you won't believe me, but I am a smart boy. Oh, thank goodness. All right, so let's try 89. 69. Oopsie. Nuts. Oopsie. Try that?
No, it's not that. Remember what the Undertaker said.
I know. Well, okay, so maybe it's 69, 89.
No, it's not that. Remember what the Undertaker said.
Hang on. That means maybe it's... Hang on. Did we already try 96? Because it just depends on what order this is supposed to be in. 98? There it is. That's the one. I mean, there's only so many possibilities here. All right, great. I'm glad I could write that down so I could look at it and visualize it. Okay, great. We're in. Lantern me.
A lantern. I'll take it. Night will soon fall.
I do have matches, so maybe that'll be helpful. I'm gonna look around for anything else I can pick up and do. I do want a shovel. There's got to be a shovel in here. Ooh, what is this?
The Undertaker's cloakroom, most likely.
Cloakroom?
This
It's a
statue
casket.
was carved recently.
Fancy. What is this jug?
The Undertaker's storeroom, undoubtedly.
Probably for his booze. I have the lantern now. Is that all I needed? From here? Can I explore more of this shed? Maybe if I could just go tell the Undertaker that I've opened it, he'll leave, and then I can do something else. Because as of right now, I don't actually see anything else to do. So I guess I'm gonna leave. I've got the lantern, so that's a good step forward. I'm gonna go tell the Undertaker that I've unlocked the storeroom, the shed, the whatever this is, and maybe he'll go away and I can search his bag or something. I need to do something about those flies too eventually.
I got to get digging, otherwise I'd be forced to bury elsewhere.
Godalming
There it is,
Manor.
my man. The door is open. You should be able to finish your work in time. Now, I wish you to tell me about Godalming Manor, next
There
to the
we go.
cemetery. Its inhabited. Is that not correct?
Rightio, mister. But hasn't been that way long, no. Nothing moves during the day. Ain't been a single soul. But at night, there's something else, eh? I is certain that it's one of them blokes over there who've been rummaging around in me cemetery at night. That's why
Possibly.
the boss put the blasted lock on the shed. Hasn't seemed to stop him, though. The only one bothered is me. Don't need the shovel now. Almost done.
Well, you're not almost done. You're not even close to 6 feet deep. I mean, unless you're digging shallow graves, but I didn't see a shovel in there anyway, so how about in another
Have you
entrance?
perhaps heard of another entrance to the manor?
As for another entrance, I couldn't say, mister. The old watchman, the bloke who made the statues, he knew a bit about around here, so yes. Said something about a tunnel between the cemetery and the manor. He did, yes.
Is that through that grate?
Tell me, can I speak with him?
Not likely, as the old man's dead. He's in the mausoleum down low. It's got 2 monks at the entrance
Yeah.
and a big rusted grill. He's resting there with his sweet book, and it'll say something about the passage, but I ain't got a clue how to get in. No visitors and all.
I shall leave you to your work then.
Right then, Gov.
Okay, so I need to get into the mausoleum, but I don't really know how. Can I combine these two things? Oh, wait a minute. Aha! I lit a lantern. So maybe if I light the lantern, I can like hold it up to the mausoleum, and maybe I can see what's inside because it looks dark.
Ah, this must be the mausoleum of
Yes.
the former watchman. There is an inscription on the ground, but I cannot read it because of the darkness.
That's what I was thinking, old man. I'm way ahead of you on that. I need to actually select this.
My lantern does not give off enough light. I must get the light inside if I want to read the inscription. I am in need of something.
What are you in need of? like you're in need of something that you can put the lantern on and like hold it inside. But I didn't see any other items for you to take. Wait, did I see something a second ago? Can I use a rose? Wouldn't that be lovely? Use a rose. Beautiful roses. They are so beautiful. Oopsie. God dang it. There you go. If you double tap, he goes through passages faster, so I've been trying to do that. A mottled angel. Sometimes he's got an accent, sometimes he doesn't. I don't know what he's trying to do.
Ugh, what stench.
Can you, like, do something about that? I don't think there's anything. Can I use the spoon? Can I spoon it?
This statue.
The statue was done recently. Oh, there's the shovel. I didn't see the shovel. Maybe I was standing in front of it.
Could help the Undertaker.
Well, I'm not gonna give it to the Undertaker. I am going to use it here. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I should just bring it to the... There we go. That's what I would like to see. Now select it. Escape.
My lantern does not give off enough light. I am in need of something.
But I have the shovel. What more do you... What more do you want?
My lantern does... I am...
Whoopsie, that's not the button I meant to click. What more do I need? Can I... Here. Can I talk to you again?
I gots to get...
I shall leave.
Right then.
He's got a hammer, but I can't seem to do anything with that. Was there something else in the shed that I didn't see? I mean, it's possible because, you know, I didn't see the shovel to begin with. Oh, what's this? Every time I come back in, I find something
This
new.
might be useful. I am taking it.
Okay. What is this? An iron bar? Oh, now I get it. So now we can maybe crack one of the bars or something and get in. There we go.
Slightly ajar. I must now get the lantern through.
Yes. Yes, queen. Okay.
Perfect. I can read the inscription like
Can you? I can't.
Let's see. I will recopy all of that.
Oh, thank goodness. Poem from the crypt. The archangel guarding this tomb will not let in, but he whose heart is pure and grief is genuine. If your despair makes him ululate, you will open this iron gate. But in order to move him, you must first sever the stone heart of the celestial henchman right there. Up high to down low you will go. The blood of the eyelids will flow. That's disturbing. Not super helpful, but disturbing. And who's make him ululate, he will open his iron gate. The archangel guarding this tomb. So one of the monks. First, sever the stone of the celestial henchman right there. Up high to down low you go. Okay.
This poem seems to indicate how to enter the mausoleum.
Yeah. Something to do with these guys.
Rather sinister, this mausoleum, with its two monks at the entrance. Rather sinister, this mausoleum.
Do I have a iron bar for this?
Rather sinister. Rather sin.
Maybe, oopsie. The light?
Rather sinister. Rather sinister. Rather sinister. Rather si- Rather.
I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know how to get in here. But I think that's what they're talking about. On the ground, it is impossible to read because the other must find. That's not what I needed. I needed poem from Crypt. God dang it. Ululate. Ululate. Howl or wail as an expression of strong emotion, typically grief. If you despair makes him scream, basically, he'll open the iron gate. Sever the stone heart of the celestial henchman. Find out the celestial heart. Does this say Edward something, by the way? I can almost make that out. So what would I use to sever the iron bar? Because it kind of looks pointy.
Rather sin.
The celestial henchman. The angel?
This finely worked plate has the appearance of a mechanism.
It was the angel! And I have to sever the heart. Maybe? What am I doing? Oh. Oh. Ease a puzzle. Ease a puzzle. When the saint sacrificed himself to redeem our sins, the demons drink his blood and the pure cry on him. So that's a tear and that's blood, maybe? I'm trying to give the demons the weird shape and the tears to the regular people. This guy's got legs. I might have all these reversed. I don't know if the little drop is tears or blood. So maybe I have this all reversed. Let's make sure it's all right as far as I can tell. So let me try to reverse what I have here.
No.
Oh, I have to click that button. Okay. So maybe I was right the first time, but I didn't click the button. Okay. Maybe that was it.
Useless.
Ah, what? When the saint sacrificed himself to redeem, the demons drink his blood and the pure cry on him. Oh, is that what that is? Is that a cup? So the demons need to drink. So I just need to make sure all the demons have cups. Oh, you're a demon. My bad. Yes? There it is! I got it! I had it right the first time, I just made one mistake.
There. Perfect.
Now can I get inside? don't think so.
There is an inscription.
Let me, First sever the stone of the heart of... We did that. Up high to down low you will go. The blood of the eyelids will flow.
Rather sinister.
I feel like I could use that iron bar and just keep opening this up further, but, you know.
A hydraulic mechanism.
Oh, so all the angels are gonna have puzzles, aren't they? All the angels are gonna have puzzles on them. Can I can't even read this.
I will recopy all of
Oh,
that.
please do. St. Peter's judgment. In receiving the sinners, St. Peter told each of them their punishment in purgatory. To the 3 for whom wrath was their sin, he announced 100 years. He told the conceited sinner his fault was 3 times worse. The envious one and the gluttonous one each received their half of the previous 4 combined. They hadn't departed before the 7th arrived, the greedy miser. With clammy hands and shifty eyes, the saint told him 2 times the total of the wrathful man, plus 25 years of tears and pain. How many years accumulated does this coarse crew deserve to pass at the very depths of the cage? Okay.
A hydraulic.
Got it. So what I need... Hang on. Wait a minute. How does this work? Oh, I have to hit this button over here. There we go. I need to get back to this. All right, so like if I grab my paper again. Because we need to figure out... in receiving the sinners, St. Peter told each of their punishment in purgatory. To the 3, there's 3 of these people for whom wrath was their sin, 100 years. So there were 3 people with 100 years. He told the conceited sinner his fault was 3 times worse. So there's 1 person with a 300-year sentence. The envious one and the gluttonous one each received their half of the previous 4 combined. So the previous 4 so far is 300 plus 300, that's 600. So there's 2 people that are now going to receive half of that. So that's 2 people with 300 years. They hadn't departed before the 7th arrived, the greedy miser with clammy hands and shifty eyes. The saint told him 2 times the total of the wrathful men. Hang on. The wrathful men was the first 3. Yes. So this one is, okay, so he told him 2 times the total of the wrathful men. The wrathful men was 300 total, so 2 times the 300. Plus 25 years, so plus 25. How many years does this accumulate? Okay, great, got it. So that's 600 plus 600. 600 plus 600 plus 625. So that should be 1,825 years. So 1,825. Did it. Got it. I'm a freaking genius. I'm a mathematical wizard. It isn't going to make any sense, but those are my notes. It's not going to make any sense, but those are my notes. These were the wrathful men. This was that other guy. This was the total of those 2. So this was the guy that was the 2 times the half. And then this was the guy that was the 2 times the half of the total of these guys, of the 4 or whatever, plus the 25 years. And then I added it all up. Later, maybe, if you're lucky, that made sense. All right, well, that's another puzzle. There's another angel or two to go. However, I'm out of time for this one moment with this game. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's puzzly, it's making me think, but it's not too hard. I only got stuck like once or twice in terms of just looking around looking for stuff, which really isn't that bad. Really not that bad. That happens when I play like those Inca Games things. So, really enjoying this game. I hope you guys are too. If you'd like to see more of it, please hit that like button down below. Leave me a comment to say hi. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing because you did make it this far into the video after all. And of course, if you would like to help grow the channel, please consider sharing with your friends. But whatever you guys do, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, wash your hands.